This is Desiree Summer. You are listening to the podcast where we talk about how to style, beautify, and make your life fun again. Here we go. Hello there, fabulous you. Hey, I am so excited to get to talk to you this week. You know, I have spent this week really thinking about dreams and desires and the way we make those things happen for us. So I'd like to ask you, tell me, what are your dreams and desires? Do you maybe imagine retiring and being able to travel more? You know, maybe you just want to get happier in the next coming months. Or maybe you want to live a life of delight and joy. Maybe you dream of meeting your soulmate. Maybe you want to feel sexy and fit again. Whatever it is, big or small, I just want you to keep that dream, that desire that you have in mind as I ask you another question. What is your circle of friends and community like? Do they inspire you with what they have going on in their own lives? Do the people around you validate who you're trying to become? Do they empower you to keep going? Do they see you as someone who struggles or as someone who is a winner? Do they encourage you to dream big? Or, do they dissuade you from going after things? Are they afraid you're going to get hurt if you try? Are they encouraging you to settle for a smaller dream or a smaller life than what you want? Do you have a few people around you who have given up on their dreams? And I'm asking this for an important reason. Have you noticed something about the happy, fulfilled people in life? The ones with thriving social lives, not to mention those people who make it to their dreams, who make it to the top echelon of what they want. Something they all have in common. Because I have. They always have a tribe of supportive, positive people and yay-sayers around them who validate their best selves and who are busy making their own dreams and desires come true. It's something we don't think of very often, but building up a circle of people who validate, reinforce, and encourage your growth and cheer you on, who see you as a strong, capable, smart winner, that is a force multiplier that cannot be ignored. If you want to feel better, if you want to achieve a dream or two, you really can't neglect building a community of people around you who embody the feeling of being winners, the feeling of being yes people. And if you don't have that inspiring community of encouragers, winners, and supporters yet, I have very good news for you. I'd like to introduce you to your very first member, you. If you want to build that kind of community for yourself, you can start right now with your own head and heart. Do you see yourself as a winner? Do you see your dreams and ambition as inevitably coming true? Do you encourage the people around you? If not, let's change that. Then go out there and build up the club membership. Maybe you're lucky enough to have someone already in your life who does that for you. Put them on your list, cultivate that relationship, and then join things that interest you or that involve your dream. Join different groups. Make it a point to meet new people so you can find more new members to add to your circle of support. Let's be real, who can ever have too much support? Last, I want to clear up a misunderstanding. Because I don't know a single person who is truly doing what they love who hasn't at some point hired another professional to be a part of their team. From life coaches, to therapists, to trainers, to mentors, to consultants, to accountability groups or masterminds that they've paid to be a part of. But I think too often we shame people for not being able to do it on their own or for having to pay for help and support. There's this idea that you should just be able to find those people. But in reality, The winners around you aren't making it all on their own. They get help, and they do it because it works. And you shouldn't be afraid to do the same. So let's get inspired to do just that. Amy Poehler has this great quote. She says, "Find a group of people who challenge and inspire you. Spend a lot of time with them, and it will change your life." I love this quote, and I think it's easy to hear it and sort of nod along and not really take it in. Too often we understand that we need inspiring people around us. We need people who challenge and expand our worldview, who see us in brave new lights that we don't even dare to see ourselves. But then we just sort of settle for who's around us. And we need to cultivate those types of people in our lives. Those people who don't just give us a hug, who also tell us to keep going, who tell us to dream for even more and show us how it's done. And in the meantime, of course, you're going to hang out with your friends and family. Doesn't mean you have to get rid of the beautiful, lovely people that you already know. It just means you need to cultivate another level, another group. And for today's inspirational video, I think it's such a beautiful illustration. It's about 2 minutes, and it's Les Brown, who is this incredible storyteller. And he talks about the power of others to change who we are, and how their stories of us can either shrink or expand our view of who we are. And then some journal prompts that go along with that video and with this week's theme are to ask yourself, what are your dreams and desires, and to write those down in a journal. Then think about that and think about what kinds of stories do you and the people around you have about those dreams and how possible they are for you. You know, a lot of times we don't even realize that we want things, but we have these limiting stories that come from our communities. For instance, if you want to lose weight, are you in a family that just believes that we are not thin people? We're big boned. We carry more weight. It's in our DNA. Or let's say that you want to make 7 figures, right? But you are in a community that is impoverished. And the idea is people from this neighborhood, people from this town don't do that. It's just not possible. I want you to go ahead and look at what stories you might have, because once you see them, then you can start to dissolve them, right? And then next, who in your life inspires you to take action? Who does believe in your dream? And who in your life is actively creating their own dreams? And as always, there is a weekly way to play. I really love this one. It's the grand opening soiree. So, congratulations, you are now the sole proprietor of an elite membership club, your own personal circle of winners. And it is time for you to plan your grand opening of this imaginary club. So, go ahead, get the bubbly chilled for this celebration soiree on this momentous occasion. But first, let's have a little fun deciding on what to call your new inner circle. You could call it the Winners Club, or the Inspiration Circle, or the Dream Team. And next, of course, a club of this caliber needs a motto carved above the door to set the tone. So what will yours be? Will it be "You've got this"? Or how about "It's not over until you've won"? Or "Teamwork makes the dream work"? You decide. And last, let's brainstorm where to find new members. Who do you already know? And where might you find new potential members for this very exclusive club? Finally, let's plan a party for the current members. That would be you. And don't forget the toast you're going to need to give at the party, right? Because every grand opening has some sort of welcoming speech or toast. So pop some champagne, bring your journal, and write down your welcoming toast. And of course, make sure that little speech is very, very encouraging, right? Now, whatever your toast is, whatever and whoever is invited, I would love to be the very first to congratulate you. I always knew you were a winner, baby. To wrap things up, here is what I know. The world needs you and your dream, even if it's just to be happier and to feel better, or to live a life that is well lived by your standards. Even if it's just to travel or retire or learn Italian or lose weight. Believe it or not, your inner circle and the people around you need you and your little or big dream. They need your energy and zest for living. They need your inspiring true story. They need your happily ever after that unfolded right under their nose in their own little friend group. The people around you need you and your dream just as much as you need theirs. And in the end, we're all in this together. That is what I have for you this week. A reminder for the subscribers to the free newsletter. And if you're not a subscriber, why not? With that subscription, you're going to get a free bonus this week, a little encouraging email to help them celebrate and validate all their dreams. I know validation has been so important to me. I would not be coaching. I would not have this newsletter. I would not be doing the travel and all of the things that I have done without that support, without building it. And in fact, in the behind the scenes, which you also get with the newsletter, I talk a little bit about that. So again, I love you guys so much. I will leave a link in the podcast so you can go and find that video. And I will also put a link so you can sign up for that free newsletter and get all of this goodness delivered to your email. You guys have a great week. I will see you next Friday. Bye-bye.